Hi there, I'm Violet from The Quiet Life of Violet, and I am going to show you a really easy DIY today on how to make natural tub teas for your baby using ingredients that are pretty easy to find, and it's really fast and it smells great. So let me show you these guys, this guy, this guy. These are all kind of things that we're going to make today. You can make them look a little prettier if you want. My mailman. But that takes a little bit more time, and I know that, when your baby's first born, you don't have a lot of time to spend on making things pretty. So this is just a quick DIY. So what you're going to need is some coffee filters. If you can, try and find unbleached ones that are biodegradable. That way you can compost them if you do that. But I definitely get unbleached just because, you're making tea to put your baby in and you don't want chemicals and stuff in there. We've got lavender, organic, chamomile, smells delicious. This is calendula, and some organic oatmeal. And we've got the ties to tie them off with. You can use little twisty ties you get at the grocery store, a piece of yarn, or some embroidery thread. This is a really cool, it's like a chip clip. We got a whole bunch of them from IKEA, and this works in a pinch. And then stapler, which is quick and easy. I figure they staple your tea bags, like to drink, the ones with the strings, so staples should be fine. You can also sew them with your sewing machine, which is going to look a lot nicer, but my sewing machine is so I'm not going to do that. But you can totally do that. I'll show you how to. Alright, so I'm going to tell you a little bit about the things that I have out here, and there's one that I don't have with me, but it's really easy to find. So we're going to start with chamomile. Alright, chamomile is calming. It softens skin. Oh look, I made note cards. It softens skin. It soothes irritations and diaper rash, and is good in bedtime blend since it's calming. Lavender here is relaxing, and it also has antibacterial properties that are good for, if your baby has a cut or a scrape or something like that, but it's very strong. So you only want to use a little bit, and you always want to blend it with another herb. It's a funny word. Let's see. The next one is the one that I don't have. I didn't get any. But it's rose. Like the little rose buds, the rose petals that you can buy for potpourri. I wouldn't buy potpourri, but you can buy them at like a health food store, or you can get them online. And it helps to mentally stimulate baby, and it's just an all-around mood booster. And it's good to use in a mommy and me blend. Like if you wanted to make a really big tub tea and put it in the bathtub with you and your baby, it's also good for that. But yeah, this is kind of stimulating, so you probably wouldn't want to put this in a bedtime blend. Just think about that. And then the last one of my favorites, it's calendula. It's quite pretty. It has anti-inflammatory properties. It soothes sensitive skin and is a general mood booster. So this might also be one that you don't want to use a lot of in a bedtime blend. Like you can use a little, but I wouldn't make bam, calendula tub tea, that's it. Just because it's a little bit, mood boosting. And the last thing we've got here is oatmeal. I bought some organic oatmeal at the bulk bin section at our local store. And with this, we are going to grind it and make it into a powder. Excuse me. This is my third video. something pregnant, and I think every one of them are broken, so you're really gonna have to excuse that. Also, if you just want to do this, you know, if you want to have the benefits of a tub tea, but you have like no time, you can buy some organic chamomile tea. Just make sure there's nothing in it besides chamomile. Just plop a tea bag in with the baby's bath. It's quick. But this is, you know, a little crafty, so we are going to make, let's see. The first one I'm gonna make is going to be a oatmeal lavender chamomile, which will be a good bedtime blend. So I'm just gonna blend a bunch of this. If you have a magic blender, which this is, use the grinding blade, which is the one that doesn't stick up. So I'm gonna pour some in. Don't go everywhere. Alright, pop the lid on. This is going to be loud. Bam! Oatmeal powder. Flour. It's kind of hard to see, it's bright. Smells like breakfast. Okay, and so when you do this, in these demonstrations that I made, or the samples that I made, you're going to, I used about 2 scoops, so this is a teaspoon, so about 2 teaspoons total. So I'm going to put, let's see, I'm going to put about a teaspoon of the oatmeal in. Oh, and these are the, what are they called? Cone style filters. Let me drop something, hold on. I just grabbed these because we don't drink coffee, so we don't have filters in the house. And this was the cheapest box, and it has like 40 in there. But they're like not the regular ones that I've used that look like a flower almost. I think the flower, the basket, I don't know what they're called, the ones that look like flowers are probably going to be a bit easier to use because the bottoms are flat, so you can kind of make a, you know, like a bomb with it. Understand me? Alright, so I'm going to put a teaspoon of this oatmeal flour in here, and then I'm going to put like a half a teaspoon of the chamomile in here. And then another half teaspoon of lavender. I'll show you what it looks like here. Let me lock my wheels so I don't go on. Bloop! All 3 of them right there. Okay, so this one I'm going to do, I'm going to staple it closed, which is really, really easy. I think that's what I will be doing when I make these. For sweet Squiddy, aka Roman, but he'll always be Squiddy. Okay, so you're going to kind of find the middle and fold it down. Bloop. And then do it again over here. Give it a nice good fold. And then with your stapler, you see where they meet right here, the little crease? Staple that part. And then I'm just going to staple it a couple times down the side. Oh crap, I'm out of staples. Be right back. Alright, I'm back. Fresh staples. Goodness me. Okay, And then make sure you get it, you see where the seam is? I'm sure you're going to have to figure out a different way to do this with the flower type coffee filters. But same idea. Tub tea. Bam! Right there. Okay. So I did, this one is oatmeal. Again, it's 1 teaspoon ground organic oatmeal flour. And then half a teaspoon chamomile. With a pumpkin shell in it. And half a teaspoon lavender. So then I'm going to show you all the different ways to tie them off, just so you know. I'm going to do oatmeal again, just because it's really soothing and it makes the bath water kind of milky, which is nice, you know, moisturizing. So I'm going to put another teaspoon of oat flour in the coffee filter. And then this time I'm just going to do a teaspoon of the calendula, which smells so nice. And these things come with like the flower, it comes with the petals, and then, here, let me show you. Sometimes it'll come with the green part of the flower, and that's okay. You can add that in too. You don't just have to pick the petals out. So about a teaspoon of those right in here. I'll show you what it looks like. And then when closing it with the other things, I find it's easier to make kind of like an accordion fold. Like this. Kind of like a wonton. And then here's the IKEA clip. Bam! Tub tea. Just like that. Alright. The next one I'm going to do will be a nice chamomile. You could do all chamomile if you wanted to. Maybe I'll do that next. I'm going to do chamomile and lavender, which is kind of, you know, cliche, but it works. It's cliche for a reason. Right in there. I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, and then for this one, same kind of accordion fold. He's kicking me really hard. He's saying hi. And then kind of pinch it. So you have it accordion. And then pinch it again. And then you use a little twist tie. Just like you're twist tying anything that you normally twist tie. Tub tea. Bam. Okay. And then the last one I'm going to show you is just with string. It's the same exact idea. It just all depends on what you want to do. I did a sample here. I don't know if you can see, the water's a little herb colored. And this one is just pure lavender, which you shouldn't use for babies, but for adults. It smells so good. I actually stuck my hand in it before I started doing this. I'm like, oh! Okay. So this last one, I'm going to take another coffee filter, and let's see, I will use, how about, Daniel, wish I had some rose, that'd be fun, it's pretty. Let's just do pure chamomile, that works. So with the pure chamomile one, this will be skin softening and calming. So this would be a good bedtime tub tea. You know, right before bed, you want your baby to like go to sleep. Soft kind, smell pretty. Just do 1, 2. teaspoons of chamomile. And then you can do the same thing as the other one, accordion fold. Make sure it's all kind of balanced on the bottom. They're not chunked up on one side. Okay, accordion fold, pinch. And then you're just going to wrap. I'm going to use my mouth. And then tie it. You have to tie it really tight with this one, as tight as you can. But try not to rip the thing. Okay. Tied it once. And then you can either tie it into a knot or you can do a bow. I like bows because they're prettier. But if your baby is going to be, you know, batting this thing around in the bathtub, I would probably tie it in a knot, just because whoosh, herb is everywhere in the tub, which is no big deal, but just one more thing you have to do. I swear I can tie a bow. Blaming it on the nail. Okay, sweet little bow. Trim the little dangly strings off. Tub tea. Smells so good. So that's it, which is really easy. And it's a nice way to incorporate something kind of natural into your baby's routine. It's cheap. It's fun. You can use them for you too. Allergies. And also, if you wanted, say you didn't have any unbleached coffee filters, but you really want to make one out of like oatmeal and chamomile, and you have the chamomile tea bags. With this kind, this is the one without string, I would take my scissors, cut off just the very top part. One of my favorite teas. And then I'm going to dump this into here on my little paper. Pretend like you don't see. And here you go. You have another little one. So let's do oatmeal and chamomile. Right there. Shake it down. I don't know if you can see it. You can see them like layered from my view. So then I would just take the stapler, do one little staple, two little staples, three little staples. Really quick and easy tub tea. And if you have the ones that have the string, just undo the staple and, you know, try not to rip the paper and dump the tea out and then put whatever you want in it. You can also do, I was thinking about this last night, if you're in a pinch and you really want to do one, you could use a sock, you know, even like a baby sock, and then just tie it off with a piece, put the stuff in it, tie it off with a piece of string, and then when you're done, turn it inside out, you know, into a trash can or into the sink even, and use a disposal and grind it down the sink. Or you could use cheesecloth if you wanted to. There's a million different ways to do it, and it's really easy, and I really think you'll like it in this. So I hope you enjoyed that. Let me know if you have any questions at all, and happy baby shower, Miss Marmee. Alright, I'm going to shut this off. Oh, you want to see Scooty? I'll show you Scooty. Doo-doo-doo. Not very big, but my doctor says that's okay. Baby. Alright, thanks. Bye.